Live. Welcome everyone to Blades of Glory for August 2024. I'm Blind Goofball.
I'm Nader Rules.
And we are finally back with our progress update. This one's big. I'm going to slow my speech down for you guys.
Rate 25, rate 30.
There you go. Okay, so this one's a big update, and we will get into it all in just a little bit. But we just want to get started here so we can say hi to you all. We've got a couple people in here already. Thank you for joining us.
It's going to be an amazing stream today. I cannot wait. We have been working hard over the last month prepping this just for this day so we could show you guys. We wanted to do it earlier in August, but we decided to take a little bit of a break, delay it a bit so we could add a bit more fun content.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of content coming here. And really, we're almost exactly 1 month after the first one. A little earlier, but whatever. We got a lot to show you guys today.
Oh, we do. Welcome in, Senseless Gamer.
Welcome.
You're in here. Hi, Shy Wolf. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, we've seen you before.
Blind Programmits. Welcome.
Hey.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We got an active chat today. This is exciting.
Oh yeah, we're excited to see every one of you here. Make sure, by the way, to stick around to the end of the stream. We have a huge announcement for you guys.
It's
So.
been something kind of that everyone's been wanting for a little bit now. Last I heard.
Oh yeah. So make sure to stick around because you won't want to miss this.
Oh no. So, in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about what happened over the last month. We're going to give it about like 2-3 more minutes, and then we're just going to jump straight into it. We won't keep you guys waiting any longer.
Yeah. So, over the past month, we have been continuing to develop Blades of Glory.
It's been a lot.
There's been a lot of development going on. One of the big things we've been working on is equipment. That's something you guys mentioned last time, actually, was the equipment was a little bit of a mess. So we did work on that. That's going to be something we demo today. There's a lot of other stuff to go into. I won't go into yet because I want to make sure people don't miss it. But we have done so much. The game is further along than we had planned for, which is awesome.
We kind of expected to be here about 3-4 months down the road, so we've made some serious progress.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's still a lot to come. Don't worry, there's still a lot to come.
one benefit to have been working so fast is we've already gotten so many more new ideas that we want to put in this game that we're not going to try and release super early and risk putting out a less great game. We're going to go ahead and take our time with this. We originally hoped for later on, so we're going to make it later on, but we're going to add so much more fun stuff.
Yes.
This is going to be absolutely insane. We have some great ideas. Oh, we have a fair few questions. It'll give us a few minutes to establish what we've managed to achieve before you do that.
Alright.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
We know there are probably a lot of questions coming up that are going to come up about systems and what's planned. We know those questions are going to be there, and we're more than happy to answer them. So
one thing I do want to address that was mentioned last stream that we said we were going to do was I believe HRTF.
yes, HRTF is a thing now. I have implemented it. It's okay. I want to do more with the audio, but there is some basic HRTF now. So I know that's something you guys wanted.
Okay.
1401.
It is 2:01, so we'll give it another like 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, I guess. So what else have we been doing this month? So we were working on. I mean, y'all saw the progress update we put out a week or two ago, and that pretty much explained everything pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
we covered our bases with
I mean,
that.
I mentioned the website redesign. We are going to show you guys that today.
Oh yeah.
We're going to show you guys our new website. It's not released yet. It's not deployed, but the idea is for it to be deployed sometime next month, which will actually allow us to do some stuff with Blades of Glory that we haven't done yet, like usernames.
Yes.
We'll get into the details of how that's all going to work later on, but that is one reason usernames are not a thing yet.
That's right. All right. You know what? I think we're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready to get
We're
rolling.
ready. So, again, welcome everyone to Blades of Glory, August 2024. My name is Blind Goofball. I'm the lead programmer here at Nibble Nerds.
I'm Nader Rules. I'm our head game designer, also the co-founder here with Blind Goofball. Also, if there is ever any audio issues or something's going wrong, tell us so that we can fix it, because we're going to do everything we can to make this a very good quality stream.
Yes, the music is quieter today. I did fix that. So that should not be a problem here. But if the game is in general quiet, if my computer is just quiet, let me know. I will fix that. But
Let's roll.
let's get right into this. We still have the same main menu.
Enter the arena.
Enter the arena,
Customize equipment.
and we want to get as far away from that bottom one
Enter the arena.
as possible. That's exit.
Customize
We're not
equipment.
exiting today.
Let's get into customized equipment because this is where a lot of stuff has happened.
Customize equipment. Class.
So at the
range.
top, we have a new class option.
Class. Range.
And it's a selector just like everything else. You have ranged,
Melee.
melee,
Tank.
and tank. And these classes are what allow you to wear, or really right now use different types of weapons. The equipment will come in later.
Yeah, so one thing that we're doing, like he already mentioned a little bit of armor, we are planning on having some armor types that are going to be exclusive for each class. We haven't added those yet. We were focusing more this month on weaponry and balancing systems. I know there were some things about armor being like undervalued last time or not very good. We went through, we overhauled our armor, we fixed it, we've added a lot of good stuff to it, so I think that should fix most of the issues we had with our armor issues last time.
Yes.
Melee.
So let's talk about each class piece by piece.
So the ranged class is the first one on the list, so I think we'll just start with that. And before I get any further, I want to say ranged is still a powerhouse in some ways. We haven't finished the rest of the classes. We haven't finished ranged either, so it's still a little more powerful. We will not be using it against other classes right now because we don't have stuff for other classes.
Weapon.
But we're
Francisco.
working on it.
Yeah, so we have 2 weapons now, and I want to mention, if you can see on the right,
That's
I
the
think
right
it is where stats for the weapon are shown. And if I hit the space bar,
Damage type. Piercing. Damage 100 to 130. Range 10. Attack speed 0.75. Maximum ammo 15. One-handed.
it read a lot of stats to you. Now, some of these we covered last time. We covered damage type, it's piercing. We covered minimum and maximum damage. We've covered all that. The things here that are important are maximum ammo and the fact that it says one-handed. So if you want to talk about the ammo,
Okay, so the ammo is the range of how many projectiles do you have. This is exclusive to ranged weapons. So Francisca's, in case you weren't here for our last stream, are throwing axes. We did our research on these things, and we gave you 15 for the maximum ammo of these Franciscas. So once you throw all 15, it's a lengthy recharge time before you have more. So with the Franciscas, you have to time your shots to
Yeah.
make sure you're not just spamming.
yes, so after you've shot, it's like 10 seconds, I believe, and then it reloads one.
Okay, we have a question here from Rory. Welcome in, by the way. Does this game or will it have experience points or some kind of unlocking for weapons and EQ for each class? Like if you manage to defeat a certain number of enemies, etc., you move up.
There's kind of plans for something like that. We're not going to go into too much detail as it hasn't been finalized, but we have plans for unlockables. So
We do have unlockables coming in.
there will be a system like that. And not all these weapons and stuff that we have are going to be available by default.
Okay.
We just have them all.
So the Francisca's the main, and the other thing it has is one-handed. So the difference between one-handed and two-handed weapons is, well, they use one-hand or two-hand, but with two-handed weapons, you cannot utilize a shield. So that is something to note when you're using a two-handed weapon. You can't use shields, so they tend to be more powerful. So if we
Yeah.
move over to the next ranged weapon,
Which is going
Longbow.
to be our longbow. I'm going to let you guys hear its stats as well with the spacebar.
Damage type. Piercing. Damage 70 to 90. Range 12. Attack speed 1.5. Maximum ammo 20. Two-handed.
So it's a two-handed weapon. Its damage seems lower than the Francisca, but you have 5 extra ammo. You can also let loose arrows pretty fast. So this weapon is good. It is two-handed though, so if I go down to this shield thing real
Shield.
quick,
None. None.
You see-
None. None.
I cannot put a shield on.
None. Weapon. Longbow.
No shield whatsoever. So I think we'll move to our melee next.
Class. Range.
okay. Also, welcome in Lemonator X63. Yeah, you missed the last one, but you're excited to be live with us. Well, we're glad to have you as well. I just
Yes,
want to make sure
thank
we
you for
welcome
joining us.
Melee.
All right.
So let's move on to the melee class, and this is going to have some weapons that you've seen, and a weapon that you haven't seen.
One of our
Sword.
personal favorites too.
Arming sword.
The arming sword is this first weapon. Again, I could hit space on it
Damage type.
to hear
Slashing.
its stats.
Damage 80 to 100. Range 4. Attack speed.
I agree with you,
Block
Shy
speed,
Wolf, as
1.35.
well. I think the
Block
perks of
time,
Longbow
0.2.
far outweigh
One-handed.
whatever flaws it apparently has. I agree. The perks of having
Yes.
more shots and the range and such also helps very much.
Yes. Now, it's not to say the Francisca is not good, because trust me, if you can use that thing well, it's scary.
It is very dangerous.
You can kill someone in under 10 hits.
It's amazing, though. I love it.
Yeah, so we got the arming sword.
Poignard.
We have the Poignard, which is your dagger. That's going to be your fast little swing, swing, swing weapon. Lower damage, it's harder to block with, but you can get shots off with it, and I've murdered people with it before.
Great
It's
sword.
amazing.
The new one here is the Great Sword.
All right, I'm gonna talk about this one just because I love it so much. It's also a slashing type. All your melee weapons are slashing types right now, and it has a higher damage from 85 to 110 damage, so it's good
A
damage.
little more than the arming sword, not a whole lot more.
It is a two-handed weapon, but the two main things that make it great are A, the fact that it's incredible for blocking. It's got a 1 block speed and then 0.35 for block time, so
Yes.
it blocks well.
So it's a little slower on the blocking, but once you block, you're gonna block for a good bit. It's really not as hard to block with this thing.
And then the second thing that makes it amazing is its range. It has 5 tile range, which is 1 tile more than the other melee weapons. So it may not seem like much, but in a combat, I promise you, it is totally worth it.
Yeah, you should have seen this thing when it was at a range of 6. It was ridiculous.
It was a bit
It was
overpowered.
really ridiculous. Now, it does swing slow, so keep that in mind. It's a slow swinging weapon. It has an attack speed of 1. But it's pretty darn good. And again,
None.
no shields down here.
Class, melee.
Let's move on to our final class, and then we'll get into some of the rest of the equipment,
Tank.
which is tank.
Weapon, maul.
First off, we have the maul. You guys are familiar with this. Nothing's changed with the maul. No stat changes there.
Flail.
And then we have a new weapon, the flail. I'll hit space on this so you guys can hear this.
Damage type, blunt. Damage, 100 to 130. Range, 3. Attack speed, 1.5. Block speed, 0.8. Block time, 0.15. One-handed.
So there's the stats for the flail, and hang on a second.
Okay, Bailey Alger has a question. Random dumb nerd question. There's no such thing as a dumb nerd question. for
No.
nerds. How is pulling back a longbow, which is typically a very long draw, faster and less powerful than a human throwing an axe?
We wanted to add variety from weapons. Welcome to video game logic.
Yeah. So we
It's-
are trying to keep our games pretty historically accurate and logically accurate. However, there are sometimes where we take creative liberties.
Yeah.
So
And we'll see. That might get changed. I don't know.
it's up for change, and we have more opportunities to change that stuff.
Yeah.
But that's our reasoning right now. Is we're trying to keep things different so each weapon's unique. And
Yes.
why not?
So you guys just heard the stats for the flail. It's a blunt type weapon, just like the maul. It has really high damage. This thing can deal some damage. It has a short range like the dagger, and it's not very good for blocking, but it attacks quite fast. And
We're
its
planning
damage
on
is
upping the speed,
pretty
too.
darn good. Yes, we are planning on upping the speed. And keep in mind, these things are probably going to change when we add in all the tank armor and stuff, because it's going to screw some stuff around.
That's right.
So let's move on to shields. I'm just going to
Block,
select.
melee. Weapon, arming sword.
Let's grab an arming sword for now, from the melee
Shield,
class.
none.
Okay.
Now we have shield. We have none. And last time all we had here was metal shield, but
Round shield.
now we have round shield,
Kite shield.
and kite shield. Let's look
Round
at the
shield.
differences. Again, I can hit space for the round shield.
Endurance, 350. Repair rate, 15. Can attack while raised. Yes. Bash damage, 50. Bash endurance, 20. Bash speed, 0.75. Bash knockback, 1.
Whoa, what are all those other stats at the end? You have endurance. We've talked about shield endurance before. We've talked about repair rate before. We've talked about can you attack while it's raised before, and yes, you can do that with this one. It's pretty good. But we haven't talked about bashing. Shield bash is a new mechanic that we've added that allows you to, well, bash someone with your shield and knock them back. It's a secondary attack, so it's going to have a cooldown. So you see that bash speed stat. And it also knocks them back 1 tile in this case. So this shield's not great for bashing, doesn't do a lot of damage. The benefit of this one is you can attack while it's raised.
Couple fun facts here. Shy Wolf also said to our earlier comments about the game logic. Game logic for the win. I agree.
Yep.
We're gamers, it's kind of what we do. And then the Census Gamer brought up a fun fact about medieval history. A skilled longbowman could launch 10 to 13 arrows per minute and were extremely accurate. Very true. I am a big history nerd, and that's one thing I love about reading about those longbowmen. They were very fast, very accurate, and it depended on the way it depended on how they were using combat. Sometimes they would be in a group just firing at a mass, otherwise the more skilled ones would pick out their own targets. So cool. I love the knowledge coming in through the chat right now.
Yes. I mean, here we can launch, what? Over 60 arrows a minute, but we don't talk about that. That's just game logic.
Oh man, is someone reading? Okay, blind programming. I think you are reading our diary in here.
What?
Because we have a note here. Here's a good idea. What about throwing daggers? So you can throw daggers, ranged weapon, hit for huge damage, but you only have a few of them.
Yeah. Absolutely a possibility.
And Rory, to answer your question about introducing magic into the game, that was something we originally considered. We're not really sure about magic, but there is something kind of related to the topic we're planning on later.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that this stream. We have some concepts, but we're not going to go into those just yet.
Okay.
So let's move on to our next shield,
Kite shield.
Let's definitely do that.
which is the kite shield. And this is basically the one you're familiar with. I'll let you hear its stats real quick.
Endurance, 500. Repair rate, 25. Can attack while raised. No. Bash damage, 75. Bash endurance, 25. Bash speed, 0.5. Bash knockback, 2.
So it knocks them back a little further when you bash. You cannot attack while this thing's raised, but it has a lot more endurance. This thing is going to be pretty durable.
And Shy Wolf also mentioned, please don't, for the magic thing, don't worry, the thing we're talking about is not related to magic.
Yeah,
It's related to more of mythical.
it's just, yeah, it's not magic.
Are we allowed to give a little, I think we can give like a little
No,
thing just to
no,
say.
we'll leave that
Yeah.
for now.
We're not adding magic.
Yeah.
Magic was the thing we're out of the question. It's hard for me to explain because we aren't comfortable talking exactly about it, but let me just reassure you, magic, spells, staffs, all that, is
No.
an absolute no. It's not coming into the game at all. We have confirmed that is an absolute no.
Yeah. We considered it, but determined it would be a little bit of a power outlier.
Yeah.
So-
we did take that out. So don't worry, Magic is not coming in.
Yeah.
We have other things that are going.
So that's the shields. And I think now we can talk
Light
about
shield,
armor.
round shield.
I'm just for now going to equip a round shield.
Helmet.
Yeah, stick
None.
with that.
So we have,
Yes, gauntlet,
again,
leggings, boots,
our
boots,
helmet,
helmet,
chestplate,
none.
gauntlets, leggings, and boots. We still have our 3 types.
Leather helmet.
Leather helmet,
scale helmet.
leather scale helmet,
Chainmail helmet.
and chainmail helmet.
None.
They all are different statted though. Their stats are better, honestly. So you no longer get a movement speed bonus for not wearing armor. We've just increased the base movement speed. So that's not a thing anymore. You'll
None.
want to wear armor for resistance. All armor slows you down now. That's a key thing. How much depends on the armor. But let's equip a full set of
Leather
leather.
helmet. Leather gauntlet. Leather gauntlet. Leggings. Leather boots. Leather boots.
And again, I could press space on any of these.
Piercing resistance 1. Slashing resistance 1. Blunt resistance 0.5. Critical hit rate 1. Movement speed minus 0.5.
And there's its stats. But we have a new stat here. Attack speed is gone and has been replaced with critical hit rate.
That's right. So critical hit rates was something that we were thinking about adding, and we took out attack speed just because it didn't really make much sense, and we already have like attack speed on weapons. So we ended up changing into critical hit rates because we love critical hits. They can change the course of combat. The crit hit rates are pretty low on your armor. Armor is what affects your crit hit rates. So you can see on leather, if you're wearing full leather armor, you have a crit hit rate of 4.5. Now, one thing I will note is we also added not only crit hit rate, we added one more special buff to our armor sets.
And that's called the full suit buff. The full suit buff comes in when you wear a full set of one type of armor. So if I wear all leather, I believe it's a critical hit boost of 3, I think.
I believe it's either 2 or 3, but either way, it definitely affects your critical hits. It's a
Yeah.
suit buff.
For leather scale, we give you extra blunt resistance, if I remember correctly. And for full chain, you get 2% resistance to everything.
Okay, couple questions here. I'm going to address these really quickly just to make sure we're keeping up. Senseless Gamer, does class type change movement speed? No, class types do not
as
affect
of
movement
now.
speed. Not right now. And the final one from Matt Vic X-Man. I'm sorry for this question. Where can I download this game? That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, it is not released yet. We are still working on it. So this is an early beta, and we just want to be keeping you guys up to date on the progress of it. Hear your guys' feedback. That's why we're doing these streams, and it's been really good for us so far, really helpful to know what you guys want to see. It caused us to completely overhaul the armor system, so that's what's going on right now.
One more thing I want to note. Like Goofball, I think we should talk about this here. Originally, we wanted to release our big announcement at the end, but I think now's the time.
Yes.
I can't really wait any longer. Can I say it?
So we've hit 50 subscribers, guys.
We did. So we wanted to bring you guys a huge gift as a thank you, and a huge surprise as well.
Yeah, so first we've done something with Wave of the Undead, and it was done by Native Rules himself.
Yep, I put together a map for 50 subscribers. Look for it in the shop next week, and we're going to be putting it in there. It's free. You're going to be able to get it. That's not the big gift, though. We have one more really big gift.
You
That's gonna
guys
make up
have
for that.
wanted to play this game for a while now. Ever since we announced it, we've been asked, when's this game coming out? When's this game coming out?
Just say it. Come on.
It's not coming out yet, but we are going to be looking for beta testers.
That's right,
So,
guys. We're opening beta testing.
After
Finally.
this stream, we will be posting a link to a form in the Audio Games forum and in our Discord. So you'll be able to fill that out and apply for beta testers. And in about a week, we will select a couple of beta testers. We haven't determined exactly how many we want, but we'll be selecting some beta testers to help us test the game for balance, for a lot of stuff, really. There's a lot we need. We need a lot of balance. We need to test server load. We need to test a lot.
Alright, and Matt Vic, like we said, you can't download it yet, but if you apply for the beta tester and you get chosen for the beta testing role, we'll send you betas of the game and you can help us test the game. There are a few requirements we're going to have on the forum. We'll give you a brief summary of things we need. So one thing is you got to have our Discord because we're going to have to be able to talk to everybody a lot, and Discord's our primary method of communication. So if you aren't already part of the Nibble Nerds Discord server, join in because
Yeah.
that's how we're going to be able to communicate with everybody.
And if you don't use Discord, unfortunately, we are not able to accept you at that point. And this is not something we want to have to do, but we need to be able to communicate with the whole team easily. And Discord is just a nice central place to do that. So if you don't have Discord, I'm sorry you are not able to join. But if you do have Discord, make sure you're in the Nibble Nerds Discord server. because that's where communication will be done.
Okay, Senseless Gamer has something here. I think I get a weird message when I try messaging on Discord. I don't think my messages go through for some strange reason.
Oh.
Okay.
That's probably just you joined the game, or joined the server recently. You might want to try again at some point. Did you just join the server?
Yeah.
Um,
That's something else. I hope you have a good boat. You're gonna get an ocean of beta tester applications, I'll bet. I like the pun, and I'm really hoping so.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a lot of applications. We are not accepting a lot of people right now.
What are
We're
we shooting
going
for,
to
like,
be-
10?
We're shooting for about 10 beta testers.
Yeah.
So we're going to be looking for a small group for the beginning. Will we expand that later? It's possible. We're not completely certain yet.
Yeah, and Senseless Gamer said that's on our server specifically.
Okay, yeah. If you let me know what the message says, I'll be able to let you know what's going on, I think.
We'll do everything we can to help out. We don't want people to be left out just because they can't. He's been
Yeah.
in the server since Wave of the Undead was first released, and apparently it's still a problem. Okay, that is
Oh,
weird.
okay. Yeah, let me know what the message says. That's weird.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look into that. The only other requirements we're gonna have is that you're able to meet or be able to talk like once to twice a week, because we need to be able to have group meetings because this is an online game. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be able to have times for everybody to jump online, or at least have like 5 or 6 people online to test combat mechanics, make sure the server's working, etc.
Yeah, that'll be through either text chat or voice chat. If
Yeah.
you're not comfortable with voice chat, I understand.
Yeah,
So-
we're not trying to make this ridiculous and exclusive. We're trying to make this open, but we do have a few things we need.
And please have a PC running Windows 10 or newer, or the game will probably not run. So just make sure you've got a... Most people do. I mean, there's some people on Windows 7 and stuff still. I don't know why. But,
So-
yeah.
After that ginormous bombshell of an announcement, we're super excited to see some. I'm just gonna end it with this. We're super excited to see some of you guys in the beta testing. I want to see tons of applications. We're super excited to finally be able to work with you guys on this beta version of the game. So let's go ahead and move on here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go ahead and into the gameplay so we can see what we're looking for.
So
Why are
one
we
of the
doing this?
things I want to mention real quick is last time, you couldn't see the stats of your armor. That was a problem. We fixed that with the spacebar, like I've
Yep.
been showing. You can also see your complete stats by pressing enter. This is going to be your stats of all your armor combined.
Piercing resistance 10.0, slashing resistance 8.0, blunt resistance 5.5, critical hit rate 4.5, movement speed -2.5.
So we get minus 2.5 movement speed for all that resistance. Now if I check the boots have a critical hit rate of 1. If I remove them though, my crit hit rate goes down by what, 3 or something?
Yeah, it goes down by I believe 3.5 actually.
Yeah, so the boots have
What are
a
boots?
rate of point. Wait, what's the boots
Nope,
rate?
it goes up by crit hit rate is 1, so it goes up by 4.
Yeah, so the full suit buff for leather is 3% critical hit rate. We're going to make that displayed. I just haven't yet. My
Yeah.
bad.
Also, blind programmings, I agree. As long as you don't have 0.1 megabit of RAM. Please have a bit more than
have
that.
a little more than that.
Please, because we need you to be able to play.
Yeah.
But good point. So like we said, the resistances have been completely rewritten. So I've got a full set of chainmail on now. Blind Goofball has the leather. The chainmail is all about that resistance. I'll tell you right now, the main selling point on it, it has 22% slashing resistance.
With a full set.
That means it's reducing 22% of your damage, which is absolutely
Helmet,
bonkers.
shield, round
And
shield,
because of
Tested
that,
combat.
point art.
let's switch to a new weapon.
Weapon, flail.
Let's just try the flail so you guys can hear.
Alright, I'm
it.
switching out now.
Hey! I don't need him beating me.
Ball,
Yes, you do.
ball, melee, weapon, arming sword.
You know
arming
what, we'll
sword.
just go with the arming sword then for now. Because I do want to mention also, there's a whole bunch of new sounds. We have partnered with a sound designer named Jose Ignacia Tria. I think I pronounced
menu.
that wrong, but I'm sorry. You guys might know him on the audio games forum as Ignatria. I'm probably butchering that too.
Okay.
And I apologize for that.
Couple questions here we gotta check. Would this game run on a Windows 10 virtual machine? Mac user here, lol. I understand it has graphics, but to what extent? My specs aren't great.
It probably would. It's not a high-intensive game. It probably would do that.
Second one, Senseless Gamer's gotten back to us. Your message cannot be delivered. This is usually because you don't share a server with the recipient, or the recipient is only accepting direct messages from friends. It happened just now when I sent a message in the Blades of Glory channel. Well, that's weird.
Okay, you might want to try a couple of things. You might want to try leaving and rejoining the server. That might help. That is a weird issue that I've never actually seen, but if it persists, just let me know. You can always DM me. My Discord is Blind Goofball if any of you want to reach out to me personally. You can DM me there, and hopefully that'll work for you. And I can do the best I can to help out.
Yeah, we don't want to do everything we can to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to put in applications.
Yes.
We don't want it just because Discord's broken.
Yeah,
We're not gonna let that happen.
No, I've never seen that before. That's interesting. So I'm gonna enter the arena and show you guys a couple of things. First of all, when I
16.
walk around, I can check my coordinates with C. When I walk around. Oh wait, hold on, my armor got reset, but those were new footstep sounds. 1 second.
Weapon, arm, shield, none, helmet.
I have
leather,
to-
leather boots.
All
helmet,
leather.
Shield, none, round shield.
Let's use the round shield
Arming, main
and
menu.
use the arming sword. There we go. Sorry about
Player
that.
62, 88.
So when I move, we hear different footsteps depending on our armor.
1 at 63, 29.
I can hit L to find
62,
where
72.
Nader Rules is at for now. C to check my coordinates.
I'm coming.
Hang on. Wait a second.
Fine.
If I hit F2,
58 milliseconds.
it's just a way to check my lag.
48 milliseconds.
And it says my ping is like 48 to 50 milliseconds, which is pretty good. If I hit R and Nader Rules is close enough to me, you hear that beep. That's the radar that I can use to detect players if you're blind. If I turn to face him, it's higher pitch. So he's moving around. You can hear him in chainmail. So his armor so his step sounds different than mine. And also if I raise my shield now, you hear a sound, and a sound when I lower it. If I hit B, that's the bashing. Should we show the bashing?
62.
Sure, as long as I can bash you.
1 at 62, 70.
So if he's here, I can bash him,
Or I can bash you.
or he can bash me.
Or I can raise my shield and you can't bash me.
That's right.
Are you trying to fight me?
We're just having a quick shield match fight.
Hey.
And I guess it's turned into a complete fight.
You brought me to 500 health. You brought me super low. What were you doing, you hack?
Second. Gotta beat him.
I forget what I'm using.
Ow!
I beat you.
Main menu.
Woo!
He wasn't
Victory!
supposed to do that!
I only had 86 health left too. Yeah, we have balanced out this game so much. We've gone through so many tests.
Oh yeah.
We have made sure that by the time we open up to beta testers, which is now very soon, like in a week,
Yep.
we have a game that is not like ridiculously unbalanced. We want this to be a somewhat refined experience for you guys to play with.
Yeah, so I also want to show a couple other mechanics.
89, 52.
So, where's Nader Rules? He needs to get back in the
I need
arena.
to enter the arena again. I was going out to heal up. Stop running away
1
from
at
me.
89, 86.
Oh, you're over there.
74. 1 at 86, 84.
So if I come up to him,
I'm coming.
1 at 78, 80.
and I need him to hit me once. Also, actually, first if I hit H,
1000 health. 350 shield endurance.
it speaks my health and shield endurance now, so if you guys want that information. If he hits me once, so now you can see
898 health.
I'm at
350 shield
898
endurance.
health. But if we give it a second,
998, 908 health. 918 health.
I'm healing.
928 health.
Because I haven't been hit in long enough, I can still move.
968 health.
It keeps me healing, but if I swing,
978 health.
I stop healing.
978
Alright,
health.
two things.
350 shield
Senseless Gamers asked, is there a stamina bar?
not
yet.
yet. We're still working on how we might possibly implement that. We're not completely sure yet.
Alright, and then we have two more things. First of all, welcome in, Audio Gamer.
Welcome.
Welcome, we're glad to see you in here. And Blind Programming said, blech! I can't speak English.
No.
Blind Programming says you should add bots that act like players that you can fight.
We have plans
well,
for that.
on that note, yeah,
We
we
have
have
plans
plans
for
for
that.
That is definitely something we have been talking about for a while.
Yeah.
We do want to add a PvE feature into this game.
81.
That is something that we have both agreed we want.
1000 health.
Yeah.
350 shield.
As I start doing that. Get over here. I got him. Come on. You can't have much left. Crap, I'm messing up.
Live streaming.
You crashed.
My game just crashed.
Blades of
What
Glory
did you
roll
do?
OBS command unhandled except
What just crashed?
here blank. Here.
Oh,
one.
it's...
Okay, I know what
What?
the issue is.
Live streaming.
What'd you do?
You're right, Shy Wolf. It's Blind Pro Gaming, not
OBS
Blind
user, command
Programming.
prompt, OBS
Wow, that
command
was
prompt
dumb.
button, blank.
I am so sorry, Blind Pro Gaming. That is my fault.
Aids of
I
Glory
I really need to learn to
Data
read.
projects, Blades
Yeah,
of Glory
so
data.
my game just crashed, and that's a weird issue that I will look into.
Yeah, that'll be fixed.
That's an edge case. I apologize for
Customize,
that.
customize
What
equipment.
happened
Class,
there?
range.
I'm not completely sure.
We're gonna have to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, let's move on from that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my kite shield now.
Let's get some different... Let's see.
Mail, whip, great sword.
I want to show you guys the great sword.
None. Helmet.
Yeah,
None.
great.
Leather scale helmet. Chest. Leather.
That was
Leather.
oh, I'm
Leather
sorry,
scale
that was
boots.
really
Leather scale boots.
fun.
It was.
Leg-
And let's
chest,
screw
helmet,
around with my
leather shield,
loadout.
Helmet. Chainmail helmet.
Let's
Chest,
put
chainmail
on
chest,
some
dog legs,
chainmail.
leather
Oh look, I
leather
found
leather
your
boots.
corpse on the field. Yeah, jump onto the field and see our...
Piercing
Yeah, it's like, don't I kill the guy on the...
Slashing resistance. 15.5.
guy who used
Blunt
to
Yeah.
resistance, 8.5. Critical
Give me
hit
a
rate. 3.
second.
Movement speed. -5.5. Main menu.
Oh yeah, this is a weird thing that happens whenever the game
Player
crashes. It pops up a
Zero at
former
74,
corpse
62.
of that
79,
guy. So
61.
let's go ahead and... Great.
And he's using a flail.
Player 0 has died.
And there's no more ghost player.
I'm out of here. So that's as close to a bot as we have. It doesn't fight back or do anything. No, I don't like this game. I don't like this. My fingers crossed. I lost the keys. I lost the keys.
700.
Whoa.
You got me.
534 health.
Creamed. At half health still.
Yeah, you have the flail though. Okay, it looks like leaving and rejoining fixed it. Awesome.
Awesome.
Great
Okay,
excellent, sustainable.
excellent. Yes.
Okay,
And
we
again,
have a
that
question.
form will be posted in the Discord after the stream.
What in the world does that sound? It sounds like air rapidly deflating from an overfilled balloon.
Which sound? Is it this? Is it the great sword? You might also be hearing
That
the,
might be the great sword.
You
Honestly.
might also be hearing the flail.
That may be a bit of a sound.
You might. Oh wait, you probably heard the critical hit sound of the flail, which was just a lower pitched sound right now. I want to get a full crit sound later.
Yes, Lemonator, the beautiful sounds of destruction.
Yes. Heck yeah.
So one thing we have done is to make sure this is very much to make sure it's very updated. We have added the balance. Like I keep talking about the balance system, but that was such a big problem last time. I really want to make sure that we mention that because the balancing system. Oh my gosh. Okay, it was the great sword hit. And then someone else said it's the flail rebounding after it hits. Maybe it sounds weird.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Yeah, the
sounds
flail
really-
hit sounds a little weird. It was probably its low pitched version that you heard that sounded like air from a balloon.
Yeah, we have.
Dang it! I can't unhear that now. I really can't unhear that.
It's okay.
Oh well.
Player 1 has entered the arena.
So yeah,
1,000
there are
health.
sound. Like I said, this is
1,000
still a beta, but we do.
73,
Or we are still
71,
actively working on
36.
sounds and such. And our sound designer has
73,
done an
70,
incredible
northwest.
job. He's also what's his latest project now?
South.
Huh?
Isn't he working on another project for this?
He's worked on other projects not for us.
I thought he was working on music projects. Get back here! Oh, you silly! Ow! Not no way.
Ah.
Ooh, victory!
So yes, the great sword can be beat.
Yes, the great sword is not OP,
It's hard to beat it.
but it is so much fun still.
Yeah. So let's show you guys.
Class, tank, tank.
Flail?
Flail.
Yeah, let's talk about the flail for a second, and then I think we should do a couple fights, and they get to pick what we do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use a kite shield.
Helmet, none.
Let's go
Chain,
all chainmail, just so I can show you guys what that's like.
Chainmail boots.
So he's using an arming sword. So I want to show you guys that that does make a
Main men, enter
difference.
the arena.
Just so we can show you
Player
guys.
0,
Where
17,
are you?
0,
Get over here.
1 at 4615.
So I'm
Looks like
moving a little
you-
slower.
I'm going to try to pronounce your username.
1 at 40.
I'm probably gonna butcher it, and I'm really sorry if I do.
20.
Svajunas? Tunitis?
39.
I think?
1 at 4020.
Looks like this
40,
game's gonna be
73.
amazing, there's a lot to look forward to. Could I support the project, or buy the sounds? Will there be a level system in the game? Alright, so,
There's
supporting
not
the
plan
game.
for a level system. Supporting the game is not currently possible. We're not taking donations as of now. But we are planning on a lot. Like I said, beta testing is a way to support us. If you apply for beta testing, that's helpful to us.
1000 health. 500.
You can also just keep on following us, keep on giving us feedback. That's what's going to help us right now. So you can't really support the game in another way. I think I answered everything.
Yeah, I think that covers the bases.
Yeah.
The main things are beta testing, and then just continuing to support us on here as we talk about it. Give us feedback. Especially if you're beta testing, we need to hear active feedback.
Yes.
But that's what's been helping us develop the game. A lot of things we've done have been because you guys have suggested things.
Especially that armor adjustment.
That was something
1
that
at 4049.
we needed from you guys. So let's go ahead and just take this right out of the game. Like, you know, get back here. You absolutely got
Main menu.
fried.
I did.
You got demolished.
I was not playing well that time.
Blind Pro Gaming says, if you guys need some help, I will gladly help with the sounds.
Okay.
Great, we can always use more help.
Yeah, we have a sound designer, but we will let you know.
We will definitely keep it in mind if we ever need extra help, which I'm sure we will at some point.
Oh, I'm sure we will at some point.
How many sounds do we have right now?
A lot.
A lot. More than I'd like to count. So,
Each weapon has 6 to 9. Let's do a ranged on range.
Customize equipment. Class,
you know what?
tank, male
We'll
range.
do one
Weapon,
ranged on
classes,
range
longbow.
battle.
I'll grab a longbow.
None.
I'll grab
None.
Francisco.
I'll wear
Left,
all leather here.
Leather boots.
Same.
Boots. Leather boots. Main menu.
Alrighty, let's see what happens
Player
here.
44. Player
I will
1.
say right now,
Enter
I
viewing.
suck with ranged weapons right now. Minions haven't been doing much.
West. South.
So we're just losing
How
each
did
other.
you-
240 west. South.
So I just kicked his butt.
North.
How?
I'm good.
Well,
So yeah,
Ew.
that was me kicking his butt.
yeah, like I said, I
Main menu.
really suck with ranged weapons. Alright, I think we should do a fight, but y'all get to pick.
All right, guys, it's time for. All right, y'all get to pick my loadout and Nader Rules' loadout.
Make
so,
sure you specify native rules,
Customize equipment.
the
Class.
loadout. If you want to be really crazy, go with like a hodgepodge set of armor. That also works.
yeah.
Weapons.
So again, as a reminder,
go.
we're going melee or tank. You can pick a class melee or tank.
Melee.
We have weapons for
Arming
melee,
sword.
arming sword,
Poignard.
poignard,
Greatsword.
great sword.
Tank.
For tank,
Weapon.
we have maul or
Class.
flail.
Melee.
Then for shield, we have round shield and kite shield if we're not using a two-handed weapon. And for armor, we have leather, leather scale, and chainmail.
Alright, so we'll give everybody just about 30 seconds to a minute. Drop it down there. Tell us what your suggestions of what we're gonna wear, and we will enter the battlefield. This is gonna be fun.
Y'all can rig it against me. I don't care.
Yes, rig it against him. Do it, do it, do it. Alright. Oh, I knew this was gonna happen.
What?
I knew it was gonna happen too. Leather armor and shield bash only. I can tell you, I told you that. And we have melee flail and all leather. Okay?
You can't go melee flail. We'll go
Class.
tank flail. Tank.
Poignard. Greatsword.
Sorry.
Greatsword.
Round shields only. I'm hearing a lot of good suggestions here, so I will go melee.
Poignard.
You use the
Class.
flail with your
What's
tank
flail?
group.
All right.
Let's use only round
round
shields.
Yep.
Helmet. No.
With a kite.
Letter-
Someone else said with a
letter-
kite shield.
letter-
One person
letter-
uses
letter-
round shield, one uses kite shield. Who uses what?
I'll use a round.
I'll use a kite. And then let's both go leather only.
Yep.
Main menu. Enter viewing.
And then for my weapon, I get to pick whatever I want.
No,
Except-
give people a second. What weapon is Nader Rules going to use, guys? Is that the
Be
dagger,
nice. Be nice.
the great sword, or the arming sword?
No, you can't use great swords. I have to use a
Oh yeah,
shield.
you can't use the great sword
Or I could.
unless you guys want him to not have a shield, which could be kind of funny.
Okay, however, we do have to shield bash. We have
Yeah.
to try and use shield bash.
Shield bash is tricky to use, and I want to work on that. But
It's definitely a profession. It's one you have to be like. You have to have some experience
yeah,
to use.
neither of us are very good at it yet.
Okay. I didn't understand when you fired the bow. Were there damage sounds?
They're kind of quiet, and he was a distance away.
I was a long way away when I got hit, so that's probably the problem with that.
Yeah, he's further away.
All right. I'm not seeing anything for my weapon.
What?
Over? I don't understand. Okay. We're gonna roll on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a weapon. I'm gonna go. You know what?
Poignard.
I'm keeping it a surprise. Now you don't know.
Enter the arena.
Let's go.
Get in the
Player
arena.
59.
Oh, there he is. Hey, we actually kept it pretty close this
South.
time.
West.
Get over here, punk. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I bashed you. Let's go.
Enter the arena.
I know y'all can't see my health, but I only had 170 health left, so I wouldn't have been able to take much more.
Yeah.
But that's a dub.
It was a close fight, that's for sure.
Nader Rules is still the champion. per
Not
usual.
quite. I beat him a lot earlier today, guys.
I also beat you a lot.
Not earlier.
I will say this is what we were trying to do: unite blind and sighted gamers. Neither of us has an advantage over the other. We both win about an equal amount of time.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to play with sighted friends later on, do that because
This is gonna be the
this
game
is
for you.
balanced.
Customize equipment.
So,
Customize equipment.
Alright.
Class. Tank.
Let's pick another
Shield.
one.
Kite shield.
How this?
I'm going to the kite shield,
Helmet.
Okay.
Chest,
No
helmet, none,
armor.
chest, none,
We're not allowed to
helmet,
wear
none,
armor
none,
here.
Boot none. Main menu.
and we're gonna use only shield bashes.
Player.
Oh no!
15
Only
milliseconds.
shield bash.
48
It's gonna
milliseconds.
last
15,
forever.
17, 72.
We're gonna see if we can.
I'm going cut shield as well then.
17, 72.
We're gonna see if it's
141,
even possible. We haven't really
71.
tried this as of yet, but we can give it a shot. Maybe.
Stop.
Go away.
No.
My thing is not working.
Ooh. How does that feel? Hey,
Problem?
he's cheating.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. That's my fault. That was my fault.
684 health.
Ow.
481 health.
Retreat. To the rear I go. Leave
Stop.
me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.
He's running.
Not today, I'm not.
335.
Yeah, doing this with shield bashers only is so challenging.
It is.
350.
I like this challenge. Good idea, Shy Wolf. Full credit to you.
Woo!
3. What?
Okay, okay. Got him.
139 health. 300.
Come on.
29 health. 29 health.
Fifth with
440.
29 health.
Okay, it was close.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Good fight, good fight. Okay, let's do one more and then we'll move on to the website part.
Customize equipment.
Yeah,
Class,
so
tank.
we'll do another one or two
Okay.
fights. Y'all guys want to see
Melee.
some more fights?
Drop a couple more
Arming
suggestions in
sword.
there, guys.
Arming point art.
I'm gonna use a Poigna just so I can see if I can do it.
Sword. Shield.
Alright,
Round
I'm
shield.
gonna go, I'm
Weapon.
gonna go
Point art.
all reliable. I'm going with
Shield.
the
Round
ball.
shield. Helmet. Leather scale help.
Alright, let's not wear the best armor to fight each other.
Chest plate. Help. Chainmail.
Let's-
Chest plate.
I'm
Leather
gonna
scale chest plate.
start
Gauntlets.
picking
Leather
a
scale.
different
Chainmail gauntlets.
load.
I'm gonna
Resistance.
pick out my own loadout
Slashing
based off
resistance.
how I'm
2.
feeling.
Blunt
So you're
resistance.
using
2.
Poignard,
Critical
right?
hit rate.
Yeah.
1.5. Movement speed. Minus 1.5.
That goes if I
That gives me
Leggings.
like...
None.
Oh wait, I haven't taken these. Oh, let's go with...
Leather leggings. Leather boot. Leather boot.
This.
Piercing resistance. 1. Slap.
Oh wait, I need to...
Piercing resistance. 4. Slashing resistance. 14. Blunt resistance. 11.5. Critical hit rate. 2.5.
Something
Movement
like
speed.
this.
Minus
I like
5.5.
this. Alright,
Main
I
menu.
picked
like
kind of a
this.
hodgepodge set of armor.
Yeah, me too.
55. 28. 1 at 944.
Alright, one more fight here, and then we'll move on to the
49,
website part.
935.
And then we're going to talk a little bit
41,
more at the end here, and we'll try and wrap up a little. We're already at 240, so we'll try and wrap up around 350.
What?
We'll see. Shit, this isn't good. Cooking sideways is my weakness. Yeah, I got
643.
I kicked this butt with a Poignard. Let's go!
You spanked me, dude.
I did with
That-
600 health left.
Okay, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, well, with my ego absolutely destroyed by that one, let's go ahead and go on into the website redesign, because this actually seriously affects Blades of Glory, or
Yeah.
what is going to be
Command
Blades of
prompt.
Glory.
So,
Live streaming.
I'm gonna open
Home.
this other tab.
Visited link ref.
Go full screen.
Welcome to the new Nibble Nerds website, and it should be showing visually if you guys can see it.
Alright, so we have a few settings. I'm going to talk over this briefly for a second.
Yeah,
so
so we got a lot going on.
Visited
the
link ref.
homepage
Visible
hasn't
logo.
changed much
Pair
right
of
now.
flexible
We have the
landing
news
planes.
on there. A lot of it's just tests on there, so that's probably what you see on there when it says like Wave of the Undead updates and all that. That's not what we
Yeah,
have.
that's
right now.
not real posts. I'm just putting that out there. That's not real posts.
So the main things we have on this website is we have our motto up here: Nibble Nerds, where gamers
Nibble
united.
nerds. Nibble nerds.
We
Visited
also
link ref.
have
Visited link. Visit list of
home,
5 items. Visited link home. Button collapse
games,
games.
Which
about-
is a drop down, by the way, so I can expand this games thing instead of going to a separate
Games
page.
button
It is a
collapse.
drop down.
List with 2 out of list button expanded games.
And we
List with
have
2 items. Visited link Wave of the Undead.
Wave of the
Visited
Undead
link Blades of Glory. The
and
King's
Blades of Glory, the King's Command, which is, by the way, the full
Visit out
name
of list
for
button
Blades
collapse.
of Glory. And close
Visited
that.
link about Nibble nerds.
About Nibble Nerds, we have updated that.
Visited link login.
But then we have two important things here.
Yes, we do. We have login.
Visited link create a Nibble nerds account.
And create a Nibble Nerds account.
Yep.
Nibble Nerds accounts are coming, guys. And the point of Nibble Nerds accounts is to be one account for all Nibble Nerds games. These are going to eventually be linked into Way with the Undead, Blades of Glory, and that's how usernames are going to happen. So,
And if we ever make any other games, it'll work the same.
yeah, so like in Way with the Undead, your statistics will be saved to your Nibble Nerds account. Your brain stuff is going to be saved to your Nibble Nerds account.
This lets you log into any device and just pull up the website, log in, and play your games.
Yeah.
You'll be able to
Log in.
play games
Visit
from
link
here
about
as
Nibble Nerds.
well. That way you can make sure you log into your account.
Yeah, so when you... In each game, you'll have an option, like an account area where you can log into your account, and it'll
Exactly.
connect that
Button
game.
collapse games.
If we go to our games
List with
page,
2 items. Visited link Wave of the Undead.
we have
Home.
Way of
Nibble
the
nerds account.
Undead.
Visited
We
link
have
ref. Visited link
completely
mainland Wave of the
rewritten this
Undead.
thing.
And tower defense.
Well, sort of.
Graphics of Wave of the Undead icon. A player
We-
attacking a zombie that is
we-
wearing
There's
a
the
black glasses.
icon.
Heading level 2. What is Wave of the Undead?
What is Way of the Undead? That's still the same description with the trailer down
YouTube
here.
video out of grouping link no indent vote link wait menu button sub
So you
button
can watch the trailer if you want to. We're not going to do that. As awesome as it is.
game
It
credits
is
heading
a
level
great
2.
trailer.
We have the credits. We've removed the features section just because that was a pointless area.
We decided to take that out.
Huge
But we
thanks
did
to all
put
people
in
for
game
providing that.
credits with
Participating
like
without
credits to extra people
Heading
who
level sounds and music heading
helped
level download
us
heading level
out.
2.
Yeah.
Sounds and music, where you can download it, of
Button
course.
download
We
Wave of
always
the
have
Undead
that.
V4.6.0.
And it says 4.6 because that's probably going to be the version of Blade with the Undead that's out by the time this website is released.
That is our hope.
But we'll
Visit
see.
list button. Visited link about Nibble Nerds. Visit
And
list button collapse.
we'll
List
go
of visited
to
link Blades of Glory.
Blades of
Undead.
Glory, the
Nibble Nerds.
King's Command.
Main landmark Blades of Glory, the King's Command.
And it's
A
the
medieval
same
paper
sort of
outlining
thing.
game.
I want
Heading
you guys to hear the alt text for this.
Graphic: the Blades of Glory icon, a circular shield adorned with vibrant, multicolored gemstones set in a graphic golden frame, surrounded by 8 swords radiating outward like spokes, each with a jewel hilt.
So that's the Blades of Glory icon. I hear it looks amazing.
It does.
So that's the alt text for it, so you guys know what that looks like.
Heading level 2. What is Blades of
The
Glory?
description for Blades of
Game
Glory.
credits heading level 2.
The
Sounds
credits.
heading level 3. Download heading level 2.
The download that doesn't exist. It just tells you to go check YouTube and Discord.
Alright, Senseless Gamer mentioned something. It does seem like a stamina bar and some status effects could up the experience, like knockdown, stun, staggers, charges, things like that.
We actually have a stun and a knockback already. Stunning can happen when you get parried. So if I swing and he parries me with his weapon, I get stunned. It's a wonderful tactic if you're trying to get away. I used it a couple times.
It is a very great tactic.
Knockback happens with the shield bash, so that's fun.
Yep.
A stamina bar is something we're kind of trying to figure out because we kind of want to do it. It's a tricky thing to figure out.
Pretty much.
Navigation
So,
line.
I do want to show you guys the
Visit list
experience
button.
of
Visit link button.
creating
Create a Nibble
a
Nerds account.
Nibble Nerds account.
it's
Create
really
an
simple right now.
Yeah,
Main
so
landmark. Main landmark.
and it's gonna
Username
stay that way.
required. Username blank.
username. I'm going to do Bob because I already have a Blind Goofball account. Actually, if I
Log
do
into your account.
Blind Goofball
Email edit
As long as
required.
your
Email.
password stays secure.
Password edit protected required.
and some password like
Create
that,
account button.
and I say
Please
create.
include an email address.
Please include
Password
it.
edit.
It doesn't.
Username edit.
Yeah. So
Password bullet. ET.
I'm going to actually go to the login page
Visited link login. Login.
because I have an
Main
account.
landmark. Username.
Username Blind Goofball.
Password edit protected.
You guys can't see what I'm typing in.
Both.
No.
Password is secure. We do keep our passwords secure.
Yes.
However, this does mean we're not doing anything like people keep
Home
talking
button.
about like putting in like skin packs and such.
Visited link.
There's nothing financial about this about our website, and we're going to be keeping it that way for a long time.
Yeah.
Because password security is such a big deal. That's something we're not doing with.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Blind Football.
Way
And now it says welcome back Blind Goofball on the homepage.
And since you're a developer, you can go down and you can edit
Latest
stuff
wave
as
visit.
much
Announce
as you
wave of the
want.
undead. Create
Yeah.
news post
So
heading
he
level
can
2.
create news
Main
posts
landmark.
because he's a
Post highlighted,
developer.
post
He has
title blank.
special access.
So I can put new update.
Post content.
This is a useless post that won't
W.
actually exist.
Create post button.
Create post.
And now it's been posted.
Navigation.
He
Main
created a
latest
new
news heading
post.
level 2. New update.
So,
And it's there.
and of course, you can log out and you can make your own accounts when this is updated, when this is released. Beta testers, we prefer it if you made a Nibble Nerds account because we're going to need that when we go online
Yeah,
later.
you're going to have to create an account eventually. So, yeah.
Better sooner than later. And everybody else, once the website's released, we'll let you know so you can make your own as well.
Yeah.
Everybody is open. The website will be open to everybody, not just beta testers, once it's released.
Yeah. And hopefully sooner rather than later, the accounts will be linked into Wave of the Undead.
Yep.
But we'll see when that really happens. It might take a bit.
All right.
Because we are working on Blades of Glory. So,
Let's stop for a second.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions so far about the website? We're about to jump back into Blades of Glory.
maybe
I
do a
just wanna
couple
make
more
sure-
fights for you guys. Because
Yeah, we'll do a couple more fights, then we'll wrap up with a Q&A thing at the end as well.
But-
So we'll take a second here. If you have questions about the website or questions about anything so far, drop it in. Some questions we'll address now. Others we may wait until the end when we do the actual Q&A thing, just to make sure we address everything in a timely manner.
yeah, we're going to try and address all the questions we get, though. So,
All right. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and set up for another fight here. To get out of our website,
Command. Aids
and
of
move
Glory.
on.
let's
Aids
run
of
Blades of Glory.exe.
I'm going to set my equipment. All right. This time we don't know what each other uses.
Customize equipment.
Yep.
Customize equipment. Class. Range.
Which means no looking at my screen,
I'm
you
not.
cheater.
Weapon. Arming sword.
Wait,
Great shield.
actually,
Helmet.
wait.
None. Chainmail. Leather skin. Chainmail boot. Main menu.
There we
Enter.
go.
I'm set.
Me too.
Any questions before we get started here? Or we
We got
good?
nothing so far, so I'm gonna take it as we're good.
Let's
Player
go.
517. West East.
Let the games be. You know what sucks? You have sound on, I don't, so I don't know what you're using.
Great sword.
Oh, me too.
400.
Oh, somebody got parried there. How did you?
338
I'm
health.
good.
North, east, north.
Again, I just kicked his butt, guys.
Player 1 has entered Fury. 358 health.
The nice thing is,
22. 11. 1 at 5478. 388 health.
I'm auto-healing.
11. 11.
Alright, Senseless
448
Gamer has
health.
to run. He'll be sure to fill out that form when he gets back. Awesome. Well,
Awesome.
thanks
Okay,
for joining
yeah.
in, Senseless Gamer. We're glad we got that Discord fixed. And hopefully we see your application and hopefully we see you in.
Yeah. we will again be picking a couple of people, not a whole lot early on, but you still have a chance of getting in. So yeah.
Thank you, and we'll see you later, man.
1 at 11 port.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's jump into this combat.
I'm trying to heal, dude. It's not fair.
No,
678 health.
thou shalt not heal.
He won't catch me.
1 at 24.
You are a sniveling coward.
738 health.
What armor are you wearing anyway?
778 health.
Chainmail.
That explains it.
I'm gonna be slow.
So am I.
Whoa, are you lagging?
48 milliseconds.
Maybe a little.
16.
Not
6,
really.
868 health.
Every now and then. Okay, you're going off screen. That's just cheap.
Bye.
948
Okay,
health.
you're fine. Get in here, you big
No.
968 health.
Brayden, this is not good content.
900, 1000 health.
All right.
Oh, now that you're all better, huh? Alright, never mind. Second thought, I regret myself.
Someone got parried.
Stop parrying. That's just so messed up. I feel like you're parrying it every like 2 seconds. Also, how are you beating?
7. 500.
Back.
Yeah.
58, 17.
Oh, that bites. Unfortunately.
Basically, guys, I just kicked his butt.
Yeah, long story short, y'all heard all the amazing sounds. By the way, I just want to mention, great job to our sound designer because pretty much every sound you're hearing here is a new sound that he incorporated in the last month. So,
Yes.
57
huge
milliseconds.
shout out to him. He's been working his tail off to
menu.
get this
Enter
done
your-
for us. So,
And he
if
has
you
done
ever
a
watch this-
wonderful job,
So
guys.
if you ever watch this, thank you so stinking much because we could not do this without you right now.
Yes. I mean, those great sword sounds are just wonderful.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap up now.
Yeah.
We'll do we're gonna do a about 10-minute Q&A thing, and since it's only gonna be 3 o'clock at that point, I think we have time. What do you think?
Yeah, so we are going to hop into Discord for a few minutes. We're not going to be in there for too long because we do have some stuff to discuss and all after that. But
We'll be here.
we will
we'll
be
stay
there
here
for like 30 minutes or so.
So we'll stand here. We'll sit here for about 10 minutes or so. We'll take questions and such. And if you have comment suggestions, any of that, kind of like what we did last stream, tell us. We're here to talk about it for a minute, and then we'll hop in our Discord. If you want a voice chat with us,
Yeah.
that's what we're there
We'll
for.
be in the game discussions channel and Nibble Nerds very shortly after the stream. I'm probably going to post the beta test form first,
And then we'll be
just so
there.
that's available for you
And
guys.
we'll be in the discussion chat. We'll be in the Discord for about 30 minutes, so about 3:30, 3:35.
Yeah.
So hop in anytime during that, and we'll be there.
Yeah. And again, thank you for joining us, guys. We've had a
Oh,
lot of
yes.
fun today. I'm not even sure how many people are watching at this point, but it's been amazing to talk to you guys, show you guys what we've been working on, get your guys' feedback on what we've been working on.
It's been a blast to stream, and I can't wait because like we said before, we're trying to do these monthly. So hopefully next month we have a lot more to show you guys. We already have some plans for what we're doing next month. Now we've gotten the foundation done. Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah, what you guys see is the foundation for the game. These systems are going to be game-wide. However, there's more stuff we're working on, so...
Right. Shy Wolf, I don't know if you're still in here, but I know earlier at the beginning of the stream you had a few questions to ask us. You can ask that here, or you can just wait and hop in the Discord. Either way, we do want.
Or if
I
you
do wanna
already
mention
asked them throughout stream,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I just want to mention we did hear that earlier. We didn't forget about you, and I do want to talk to you if you have time.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, and that's what we love.
And the link to the Nibble Nerds Discord, by the way, is in the description of the stream.
So make sure you
It's
hop in too.
also on our website. It's
Basically
probably
anywhere.
somewhere on the forum. I don't even know anymore, though.
I may want to post that
Yeah, it's on our website, and it's here in the
description of this. So
description of the video.
make sure you jump in, and like we said before, we're super excited to see you guys for beta testing. So if you're planning on being beta testers, we'll take questions for that. I haven't been seeing any questions for the last minute or two, so I think that means we're probably gonna wrap up.
Yeah,
then,
how many
early.
people do we still have in here,
We
though?
still have 7 people in chat right now, and
Well, we are going to go ahead and move over in this case.
yep. So we'll be
Command
back
prompt
in a
one,
few.
live streaming,
So we'll see you all in the
YouTube,
Discord
click on
then. At
viewers.
that point.
Menu, no
And
current
I
viewers,
guess we'll see y'all
25,
later.
space flag.
Thanks for joining
No,
in,
25,
and we'll see you later.
Edit button,
Bye.
clickable pulse,
See
settings
you
menu,
guys
left, subtitles slash closed,
in
button, stop, navigation
couple
landmark
minutes.
list,
If I can
click on stop
find
live playback button,
there's
pause,
the-
okay.
no, that's
Add
not the
room,
button.
share button,
Yeah,
end
is the
screen
exit button there?
There's the button.
End
Start
screen
button
button.
there?
Alright.
Button, end.
We will see you guys in a little bit.
Button unavailable. Rate 35.
I'm gonna do stuff.
Good job.
Yeah.
Wow, we only went up to 56 as well. Good job.